Hi everyone and welcome back to the Brick Pods. If you're not already, don't forget to go and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of these updates. Today we're going to do something slightly different. I'm going to let the Lego decide what I build this week. So let's go have a look in the cupboard and see what jumps out. Right, so it's the Haunted House, set 10273. All 3,231 pieces of it. So it's well timed because obviously it's nearly Halloween. And it also is a fairground ride, so it will fit nicely into our fairground that we're building at the moment. So it was lucky that the Lego chose this. So let's build this. This whole video is going to be us building with a short review at the end of the set as a whole. Come back on Friday if you want to see the set in closer detail, just because this is such a big set, there's no way I could do it justice without making a massive long video, and I know people don't have time to watch videos that long, so we'll do a quick speed build and review today and then a detailed review on Friday. Right, let's get building. What a build. I mean, it's huge. And trying to get it into a shot to show it to you in its full glory is difficult. I've had to move a lot of stuff out of the way to try and get you a nice tidy background there. So yeah, it's 68 centimetres tall, so it's massive. I think it's, looking around, the biggest or tallest item in the LEGO room so far. And it's definitely going to make an impact. So the build took me about 6.5 hours to do, start to finish. I didn't do it all at once. I spread it over a month, over 5 different building sessions, purely because it was just so long. I couldn't fit it in, but also because I'd heard that it was quite a repetitive build, and I figured it would kind of split that up a little, make it a bit more tolerable. And it is repetitive. I mean, if you just look at that tower, you've got several floors that are all pretty much the same. The details are the same, and that is one of the things that makes it look so beautiful. But at the same time, it means that it's a repetitive build. But some of those windows are slightly different. I think maybe to accommodate the doors, actually. So there was a little bit of variation there, even though it looks the same. And I appreciated those small tweaks that they'd made to do that. The dark brown lines throughout, these ones here, are a nightmare to see on the instructions. The colour on the instructions, I don't know if it was because I was using the laptop and the iPad as opposed to the actual book, but I could not distinguish where the pieces went. Just quite frustrating. So you've got the main body of the house is only sort of 3 floors tall, with a chimney at the side. You've got the doors that open as if by magic, although secretly it's just that little knob at the side. You've got your nice frog gargoyles there as well, and then your fencing sword spikes at the top of the building, which are nice ways to use different pieces. I don't like the colour. I think it's a bit, I don't know, gross, really. I can get what they're doing. They're doing it for the sort of spookiness. That's a muted colour, a kind of Halloween-y green. But it's kind of ugly. You've got limited decoration outside of the house. So you've got a couple of sort of dead plants and a couple of gravestones and then a pumpkin. So it's quite small, the outside decoration. But then the house itself looks, or the mansion, or the manor, or the house itself looks nice. It opens up in 2 parts, so that gives you some kind of versatility in how you're going to display it. You could have it closed, which I think makes it look more realistic, obviously, because it's a closed house. Or you could have it in an L shape like I've got here. Or you can push that organ side back and have it completely open, sort of doll's house view. So I find the haunted house interesting because it's clearly a fairground drop ride, we can see that, but it's also a haunted house. And I don't really understand why there's so much detail in this set, because as far as I can see, you come in through those doors, give the person behind the till your ticket, and then you get into the ride. There doesn't seem to be a way to explore all of the artefacts that are within this building. So the haunted element, the spooky parts and things, they're just lost, really. And yes, it's a scary ride. I wouldn't go on it. It's quite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 floors height that you're dropping. You wouldn't get me on 1, to be fair. But there's just so many details. Completely open, it does look a little bit strange, especially the roof line. It doesn't really make as much sense. But at least then you can see all of the details. And so again, if you have got it in the doll's house method, it's a very odd view from the back as well. So I just don't think this is how you'd ever put it in your city. And you definitely would have to either have it fully closed or half closed, I'd say. The back of the tower is pretty ugly. You've got all of the mechanics going on down there. And I don't 100% understand what all of these bits are for. I mean, these are the bits that I'm not sure about, what they do. But they look interesting. And obviously if this was a ride in a fairground, you might have some of this on display, but I don't think you would. I think it would probably be inside that tower. So it's pretty ugly. I'm definitely going to store it closed, I think, with the mechanics hidden. And the plan is to motorise this, so it comes all ready to sort of have a motor installed and use the powered up app. So we're going to purchase that and get this going with that. So I do really love this set. I'm excited to show you the insides on Friday, so do come back for that video. Let me know what you think of this set. Are you going to include it in your city? I've seen a couple of people take the drop ride element out and just make this into a true haunted house, which I think is an interesting thing to do. I think I'm going to keep ours in our fairground because I do like the drop ride. Do let us know what you're planning on doing. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.